matters that need to be addressed. These are matters which you need to think about. Very unfortunately, the former Minister of Justice had not paid his attention, in my view, adequately to this matter. I would earnestly request you, Minister. Minister, I am addressing you. After you come back from Korea, I know you're going to Korea with His Excellency the President. After you come back from Korea, under the convenience of the Prime Minister, kindly summon a meeting of the Attorney General, the persons from the Ministry of Law and Order, other persons who should be summoned, and we will discuss this matter. And we'll try to work out some arrangement, because there are a number of demonstrations and fasts that are taking place, both in the north and the east, on behalf of these prisoners. I've got with me a letter here, sent to me by the students of the University of Jaffna, asking me to come to Jaffna, to meet with them, to explain to me their position. I'm unable to go to Jaffna because I've got other commitments in Colombo which are more important. But I understand the feelings of these students. They are wondering why these persons are being held in custody when other persons who were charged with political crimes earlier on have been released. So I think, sir, this matter should come to an end. I was here listening to my honourable colleague from Manap when he talked about the cases that have been transferred to Anuradhapura from Babunia. The 3 cases. I took this matter up in Parliament by way of a German motion some time ago, and you were not in the country at that point of time. There was a commitment that when you returned, there would be a meeting, and that matter would be sorted out. But that matter has not yet been sorted out. I know that there are persons in this country who are trying to promote communal tensions by raising issues on all these matters to prevent the right thing being done. There are persons who will even say that if these prisoners are released, the country will be divided. There are persons who will say such absurd things. But we can't be intimidated and threatened by these people for all time. At some point of time, we must do the right thing. Your government has been in office for almost 3 years. And these things have been pending. These matters have been pending. These issues have been pending for 3 years. So I want to appeal to the Honourable Minister, kindly, after you return from abroad, summon a meeting. We'll consult the Prime Minister. We'll consult His Excellency the President. We'll consult the Attorney General. You will be present, and we will come to a decision in regard to some of these matters. But I don't think, sir, these matters should be allowed to drag on indefinitely, and because that is not good for the country. That is not good for reconciliation. That is not good for harmony. These young people must not feel that they are being treated differently. They must feel, after all, in this country, the armed conflict has come to an end. The LTTE is no more. We don't want the LTTE to return. We don't want violence. We want a resolution of the conflict within the framework of a united, undivided, perpetually indivisible Sri Lanka. That is something we publicly state. So why don't we try to make harmony with people? Why don't we try to reconcile our differences in a way in which these differences are normally resolved? I would like to appeal to both the Minister and the Deputy Minister, who was present in Parliament when we had the adjournment debate, to kindly address this question seriously. And Honourable Minister, I'll be grateful if on your return you will convene a meeting where we can discuss this matter and arrive at some decisions. Thank you.